So I've just finished watching the entire 2 hours of the testimony on Congress. I've been getting multiple requests from journalists to comment. I'm happy, and I will comment on everyone, and I will answer everyone. But for those of you who want to know what I think, the first question all the journalists are asking me is, how do you feel about the anti-Semitic Ilhan Omar mentioning your name on Congress? That's not my problem. I don't care about that. I don't care. Like this, she's making it personal. It's not personal. I care about the safety of the Jewish and Israeli community on campus. If the anti-Semitic Ilhan Omar wants to, by the way, mispronounce my name, go against the only Jewish professor who's been most vocal about speaking up against anti-Semitism and support for pro-Hamas and Islamic Jihad on campus, then she shall be free. What I care about is the absolute lies that President Minu Shafik said under oath in Congress. And while I disagree with a lot of her stances, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik was incredible in calling out her lies. She lied under oath. She kept changing her testimony. That is a lie. She lied that Professor Joseph Mossad is no longer the chair of his department. Go on their website. Unless they change it in the last moment. You can look at the archive. He is still, as of this moment, listed as the chair. She lied when Professor Mohammed Abdu, she said he's been terminated. Go on the Middle Eastern Institute website of Columbia. He's there. He's still there. In fact, as she was speaking in Congress, there was an unauthorized protest at Columbia's campus, where the CLO, Cass Holloway, the COO was there, public safety was there, and they did nothing. They still do nothing. And Mohammed Abdu, the so-called terminated professor, was there and is still there, indoctrinating, brainwashing these students. And she lied when she said that that I am being investigated for harassing students. President Minu Shafik knows that that's a lie. She knows that that's a lie. I am being investigated for my social media activity, which is open to everyone and everyone can see. And it starts on October 18th in that video when I say that rape is never okay. That is what I'm being investigated for. I have never harassed or targeted any individual student at Columbia. I've spoken up against student organizations that support Hamas and the Islamic Jihad. I've spoken up against the radical organizers without naming them, the radical organizers of these organizations, and I've been speaking up against the faculty advisors and the faculty haters like Joseph Mossad, Professor Catherine Frank, Hamid Dabishi, George Saliba, Joseph Howley, and all these other bigots. That's what I've been doing, and she knows this. I know this, and anyone who watches my Twitter feed for the past 6 months know this. She lied under oath. Now, I don't care about those lies. I don't care about those lies. What I care about, again, is the safety of the Jewish and Israeli community. And what we saw in Congress today is vacuous word, vacuous rhetoric, and zero action. Because President Shafik and her tokens in Congress, they have prepared for months for this and have done absolutely nothing. They could have spent this time stopping these protests. They could have spent this time actually enforcing the suspension of SJP and JVP. They could have spent this time actually enforcing the suspension of the student organizers who invited a terrorist to campus under Resistance 101. One of those students is still in their dorm room, refusing to evacuate after 2 weeks. She lied, she distorted the truth, and she spent all of her time preparing her rhetoric so she can kind of lie her way through Congress and doing nothing to protect the Jewish and Israeli community. And by the way, all the non-Jewish community who believe that there shouldn't be support for Hamas on campus, that there shouldn't be support for Islamic Jihad on campus, that rape is never okay, never okay. So what do I take away from this? I take away from this that the president of the University of Columbia is not unable to deal with the moment, is that she is unwilling to deal with the moment. It's not that she can't, it's that she won't. And she needs to step down now, give up her $1 million plus annual salary, which she does not deserve, and let the adults actually control the situation right now. And I am open and happy and will make myself available 24/7 to whoever takes on the administration in order to help them and work with them to make the environment in the university a safer place for Jews and for non-Jews. But I will not tolerate lies. I will not tolerate distortion of the truth. And I will not tolerate this harboring of anti-Semites under, oh, we don't know. So am I happy that my name is in congressional hearing? No, I'm not happy. I don't want the name Shai Davidar. Come on, Omar, at least do your homework. I'm a professor. At least do your homework so you know how to pronounce your name. You're a Congress member. Do your freaking homework. But regardless of all that, I don't care. I'm not happy to be known. I don't want to be known. But this is the moment to tell the world, to tell the president of Colombia, step down. You have made a shame of yourself, and you've made a shame of our institution. It's time for you to go, and it's time for us to work with the new administration to make Colombia safer for everyone.